Louisiana Tech will kick it off and will be underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So LSU's offense will have the first possession of the game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this. We have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. And one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position. And these are two of the...
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. They've got the screen set up. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Looking left. He's got it. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's the pressure. Caught behind the line. It's buried. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
So Louisiana Tech's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's...
There he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The Bulldogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Back to pass, it's Baker. With the catch, it's Wilkerson. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. All kinds of time in the pocket. Down the middle it goes. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Rides the back on the option to give. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Dumps it off in the flats. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. The play action fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Regardless. Come today, guys. These are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Turning it on. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this. Is clicking, and the Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, it's Baker. Grab near the sticks, it's Gandy. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent.
Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Got it in the middle. It's sharp. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
That's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring that.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll return it. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. It's complete on the right side. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Back to throw. It's Baker. The short hands. It's Gandy. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Wants to throw it. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Wilkerson. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Caught, close to the marker, it's Jackson. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Bringing the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Baker. Here's a heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He got it. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first down. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Tigers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the LaTech offense back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second...
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Or will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Dropping back, it's Baker. With the catch, it's Jackson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Unloads to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto to the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the running back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Finds his man. It's Anderson. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Tiger. They take the lead with the 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The hand to the running back. Looking for room at the 25. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air. It's Baker. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's caught. It's Gandy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun. Wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving away from pressure. Got his man on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Durham. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. trying to slam it in. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Back to throw, it's Baker. He lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation now on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Tries to get it on the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Durham. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Baker. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, catch the defense off guard.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Bulldogs are facing third and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down. And what do they do right away? Right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Looking to the big tight end. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll go back to the air on second down. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. Third and long coming up. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's caught. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. Dropping back, it's Baker. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Fitted in the window for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. There he goes! And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after